All right, everybody. Welcome to the Lounge Radio Show at a new time. I mean, most people are used to hearing us at 4 o'clock, and for those who are expecting Reviving Mississippi, be sure to catch Commissioner DeKeeper Stamps on Facebook Live. He is streaming live there, so you still will be able to hear his show. But right now, it's the Lounge Radio Show with Marlena and Lex Luger. What's up, Lex? Welcome to the new space. We're trying out a new home. How you doing today? How's your day going?
Oh man, hello, love the new time, and my day going great. You know, we're gonna see how the new time work. We got to get our audience back in tune to the new scheduled time. So, cause we ain't even made an announcement or nothing, but you know, we here though.
Yeah, I know. Look, we just jumped on the air. We like, hey, the Lounge Radio Show at 6 o'clock. So welcome everybody. And yes, you're tuned in with the Lounge Radio Show. I guess got to reintroduce ourselves a little bit. We are a radio show that, hey, we come in, we have guests all over, from whether it's artists or politicians or whomever, anybody we call. Anybody that's ordinary people with extraordinary stories. And we've been here a year now at our 4 o'clock hour, but hey, we're here at the 6 o'clock hour, and we're gonna try it out. We're gonna see how this works for us. So thank you so much for tuning in, and be sure to share this video. Today we're in for a treat. We got a great interview lined up. Tell everybody who we got today, Lex.
Man, we got the legendary Uncle Funk. Some may know him as Funk Dog. A platinum producer, produced for Lil Chris, Hurricane Chris.
There you go.
Lil Boosie, that's what my mind was at. Lil Boosie, and a plethora of different artists. Now he's doing Southern Soul, man. He produced that. I think I'm not sure who that was, but he produced Carolyn Staten.
And I see you working with Jennifer Watts. I think he did.
Jennifer Watts, yes.
Yep.
He got a long list of artists that he has produced in the Southern Soul space now. He got some new songs, but he's also an artist, by the way. And he got a couple of new songs. He's been on tour. I know he got that song "Rub My Head." That's probably what we're gonna play today.
Well, I got another one. So I saw him with our Country Ken, Big Yayo. They got one together. So I said, oh man, I can't wait to get into that one. So I'm looking forward to speak with him. We're gonna, in the next few minutes, we gonna chop it up a little bit, and then we're gonna play a song as we normally do, and then we're gonna bring him on. So I'm looking forward to hearing his journey, amazing journey, through different genres. And ultimately it's Southern Soul. So I'm excited about that. But I guess we've been gone for a couple weeks now, and catching everybody up. And I know the most significant thing for us, as we have been talking about it for the past few months, was the Southern Soul celebration. And that happened last Tuesday. And for those who don't know, Mississippi is the birthplace of America's music. I didn't say that. If you come into Mississippi, you see it on the side. It's the birthplace of America's music, and Southern Soul is not any different. So being that it's the birthplace, Commissioner DeKeeper Stamps, he spearheaded this initiative, making Mississippi the birthplace of Southern Soul. And we submitted the bill last year to the legislators, and they passed it unanimously. And starting last year, we celebrated Mississippi as the birthplace, and we did it again last week. So this will be an annual event. I know there are a lot of artists who came to me asking about the resolution. Their names maybe not on it, but it will be an annual event, and you must have music out a year or more. to have your music in the Southern Soul genre out a year or more to have your name added. So we'll have a new class next year of artists being on the resolution. But last Tuesday, Lex, I know you were in attendance. You did interviews, amazing day. Before we dive in, I want to give a shout out and thank you to Representative Fabian Nelson for leading this in the legislature and spearheading that event that we had at the Capitol. So we started there at 2 p.m. at the Capitol, and then we headed on over to Ice House, Artist VP Ice House in Jackson, Mississippi. Shout out and thank you to Stephen James and the Stephen James Foundation for allowing us that space. I want to give a thank you to Miss Ashley Smith, Dina Smith Walker, Mache, you know, you're Tiffany Nichols, I think Melinda, shout out to you. And I think I may be missing somebody, but shout out to all the women who came and made last Tuesday possible. Shout out to you, Lex. I saw you holding down the interviews and interviewing everybody. So last week was an amazing experience. What is your experience with last Tuesday?
Well, it was a great experience, man, being in the House of Representatives, you know, being a part of history and experiencing something new for myself. The event was spectacular. You did a great job. You know, so many well-known artists coming together and everybody basically celebrating one another. You know, it was just a great atmosphere for people to network and to basically enjoy and appreciate the moment. So thank you for you know, letting me do the red carpet interviews at your event, because that's the first time I've done a lot of things. I've done a lot of interviews, but I've never been on the red carpet. So thank you for that experience. You know, I don't know about that experience on your end, but you know, it was something different for me, because I know you done probably red carpet.
I actually, I think we lost Lex a minute. He'll come back, but actually, that was my first time at the Soul Music Awards. So I appreciate you for allowing me that opportunity. But very exciting. Shout out to DJ Big O 601 for setting the place on fire. Thank you to Arthur Young, Big Yayo. Who else we had? Gita Jones. Shout out to Bree Woon, Ayana. Shout out to her. Shout out to A1. Shout out
BJ Move Swing too.
BJ Move. Oh Lord, he took us. You know, he went there last Tuesday. Shout out
Candy Janae.
Shout out to That's My Kitty, Candy Janae, for those performances, and I think I got everybody. If I did not,
Jason Nate.
Jason, man, rolling for Mississippi.
I made sure I seen her perform.
Yes.
I made sure I did. So
amazing. I mean, and when we select, and like I said, next year we'll have a selection of new artists, but we try to go throughout the state and just get the Mississippi artists who go out there every day. And,
OB?
And OB came. OB, shout out to Mr. OB Buchanan, came down and he got on the mic too. You know,
yeah, he one of the realest. OG in the game, man. And he dropped some jewels in his interview too. So when you upload those interviews, you need to make sure to share that link, because he said a few things in his interviews that I think others should at least hear.
Right, exactly. So again, thank you all for everybody who came, the fans. They had an amazing time. Thank you everybody for just being in attendance, and hey, look forward to it. We're looking at the Tuesday during spring break every year. So, but definitely around December to be more information about the 2026 celebration, Southern Soul celebration. So that and again, as you know, every Tuesday we have Southern Soul Tuesday at M-Bar. That still goes on. The month of March, because we had the celebration, it was we had a lot going on. It's just been DJ Big O playing music, and we have open mic. So if you're an artist, I think next Tuesday, our last Tuesday of the month, if you want to come to M-Bar on Tuesday from 5:30 to 7:30, come on by, hop on the mic. If you perform Southern Soul music, let me put it like that, because it is Southern Soul Tuesday, and we just create that platform. If we say we're the birthplace of it, we have to do what we can to help promote and push it as well. So
they can't get away with a little R&B though, Marlena.
Maybe a little R&B, but I tell people, and I appreciate all of it. I appreciate the R&B singers, the rappers. But we're creating a space for Southern Soul. So the fans that come, if you do R&B or rap, you may see a yawn or you may see them on their phone because they come for Southern Soul. Like a lady walked up to me last night, what is Southern Soul show happening? What time is it? And I'm like, well, we didn't have anybody to perform tonight, but I'm definitely going to get some people next Tuesday. So we prefer Southern Soul. If you rap, I may not let you on the mic because again, we want Southern Soul art. We want artists that perform their Southern Soul music to come and show out. So that's the space.
No rap.
And R&B. We wanna, you know, give me your Southern Soul music first.
Some Southern Soul is R&B-ish though. That's why I said that, you know, some is R&B-ish.
But you can tell, you know, you get a little bit. Let me see. I heard like Miss Jason Nate came, and you know, she gonna sing to you, but she gonna put that blues feeling that you gonna hear that. Yeah, that's Southern Soul right there. People, you going through something like that. No side piece love with that. That's Southern Soul, baby. You can't do that at R&B. R&B.
Yep, Marlena, and they also, the Southern Soul artists are also, I would say, well, let me make sure I articulate this correctly. I don't want to mislead them.
They gonna come at you.
Yeah, they still could be possibly performing for other opportunities on other platforms by visiting Southern Soul Tuesdays and doing their thing.
That's true. Yeah. No, that's what we're about. And again, the benefits for the artists that come and perform, we have DJs. We've created a space for the past almost year now where DJs, promoters come in. They come to sit and watch and listen to whoever we have performing that particular Tuesday. So it's an opportunity to get your music played by more DJs and promoters to see if, you know, some talent they want to put on some shows. So we've seen that as well. So definitely, it's just opportunity. And of course, you and I, we're gonna offer radio as well whenever we can. So it's a win-win. All you gotta do is give a little of your time. So that's every Tuesday at M-Bar, Jackson, Mississippi, from 5:30 to 7:30. And trust me, even if you're just a fan who loves Southern Soul, or you're a fan of Big O and you know how he gets down with the Southern Soul, we gonna line dance all night. I can tell you, he one line dance go off, he playing the other one. So you better come rested. I know some people just getting off work, but I'm sorry, we're gonna dance all night. So slide in your dancing shoes and come on out on Tuesdays at M-Bar. Great.
And bring your fan.
And definitely, yes, bring
fan snapping.
Yes. It's a necessity. That was Lady Cherie. She was just saying, hey, she was telling about some fans that light up. I said, you know what? I'm going to check them out. Because I bought a fan last Tuesday. It's broke now. I broke it. I broke the fan. I broke my fan. So your fan is a necessity in the Southern Soul world. Get your fan. Definitely have your fan. And then check us out, The Lounge. If you're new to us, The Lounge Radio Show on Facebook, YouTube. I know we're live right now. Shout out to our Facebook people. I see Chad Barnes with the Soul Boys checking in. I see Miss Chantel with the Legacy Magazine. Thank you all so much for joining. Be sure y'all share this video, this live. I'm sorry, because you're definitely in for a treat for our interview. So now that that's done, let's you know what? The last time we were here, we were trying to play a little Jenny B. Shout out to Jenny B, the hostess with the most, but she also is a Southern Soul artist. So we got her song Party. We're gonna play Party, get into that. You know, if you know the dance, hey, this, and if it's new here, we break records here because we got the record breaker here on the Lounge Radio Show on 94.1. So that's it. So this is Jenny B, Party, and on the other side we'll have Uncle Funk. Y'all stay tuned.
Bro.
Let's go. It's a party going on in my town tonight. Got my hair and nails done. I gotta step out right. I'm feeling good, looking good. Got this drink in my hand. I'm gonna party by myself. I don't need no man. It's been a long week, and I'm ready to let my hair down. It's Friday night, there ain't a soul that can make me frown. I got this smile on my face, and I'm feeling good. There's a party going on, and it's need no man. It's a party going on in my town tonight. Got my hair and nails done. I gotta step out right. I'm feeling good, looking good. Got this drink in my hand. I'm gonna party by myself. I don't need no man. Now that I'm at the party, I'm ready to have a good time. It's been a long time coming, but tonight I'm gonna shine. Some people are dancing, ooh, and singing my song. It's a grown folks party, y'all, and all the kids are home. It's a party going on in my town tonight. Got my hair and nails done. I gotta step out right. I'm feeling good, looking good. Got this drink in my hand. I'm gonna party by myself. I don't need no man. See, in my town, everybody knows me. And when it's time to party, you better holler at your girl, Jenny B. They tell me what's understood ain't got to be explained. But it's going down in my town tonight, and I'm playing in my own lane. Party going on in my town tonight. Got my hair and nails done. I gotta step out right. I'm feeling good, looking good. Got this drink in my hand. I'm gonna party by myself. I don't need no man. Step out, step out, step out, step out, step out.
No, not right now. I'll let you. All right. There was Jenny B with Party. Y'all make sure to go download it or stream it on all streaming platforms. And you're back on the Lounge Radio Show with Marlena and Lex Luger. And as we promised, here at the Lounge in Jackson, Mississippi, we have, well, he's not really here at the Lounge, but he's virtual. We have Uncle Funk joining us.
What it do?
Yeah, where the claps at?
Let me get my clap. Look, you know I'll be a little.
Yeah. Come on now. Let's get him, baby.
Hey. Come on with it.
Yo, Uncle Funk, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us today. How's your Wednesday treating you?
You're treating me like old hump day. You're treating me like a regular hump day, baby.
Okay. You busy today? You know, Wednesday you ready? You looking towards your eyes can see a little bit toward the weekend. So is that what it is for you today?
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, exactly what it is.
See a little bit. Definitely. Well, we're glad to have you. I know Lex, y'all, you and Lex, I know familiar, been, in spaces and stuff, but I'm so happy to meet you.
Yeah, we go way back. It's the hump day. I'm pretty sure he got his head rubbed and ready to go.
Yeah, I put a wang on something and everything.
Yo. Well, look, we're so glad to have you. We're gonna go into your journey or whatever. I guess let's talk about right now. What does Uncle Funk have going? I'm gonna go back, but then I want to talk about, because you're in Southern Soul right now. So what do you got going on right now? What did that look like for Southern Soul? I know we got a couple of your songs, but tell everybody what you're doing as far as present day in Southern Soul.
Well, what I'm doing in the present day right now, I have my own radio show that airs in Alexandria, Shreveport, Monroe. Hope I don't get all right. It's Monroe, Shreveport, Lake Charles, and Natchez, Mississippi. It's called Uncle Funk Juke Joint Hour. Okay. And what we do is we play Southern Soul artists and also some exclusive juke joint music too. You know what I'm saying? And we plan on trying to get it on a couple more stations and spread the show out, and debut new artists on the show and see what it do.
Yeah, most definitely. And how do you feel about, we talk about Southern Soul. We're here in Mississippi, and I know you're familiar with Mississippi music in general.
Yes, indeed.
Right, but Southern Soul, how do you feel about this, especially this growth of Southern Soul over the past? When we attribute Sir Charles we call him the Godfather, the king of it.
Bro, that's what's up.
you know, as the brand. But how do you feel about Southern Soul and how it's come over the years?
I mean, it always had been that little secret soft spot in every little city, you know what I'm saying? Especially down south.
Mm-hmm.
It had it ended up being, you know, it was so many of legit joints and things like that. It seemed like everybody had a juke joint, everybody had a Southern soul feeling, everybody had these things as like, you know, the rappers was doing their thing at the same time. So this stuff been going on. And Southern soul been going on for years, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
the whole thing about it is how it has evolved now. It's like, unfortunately, I hate to say it like this, y'all, but this is the new R&B. I'm sorry. I put it
Yeah.
out there. I hate to
Yeah.
say it.
Yeah. I've heard that
New
before.
R&B.
I've heard that
It's the
before.
new R&B.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, what I've seen, and now that we've been in this space, I started in this lane December of 2023, and we started a radio show. But Southern Soul people are booked every weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we can't. And I know some of the R&B, you know, they're the bigger artists. They go to the bigger venues, but they're probably right now the only artists being booked every weekend, 2-3 times out a week. So, yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
One day I get like that.
Hey,
I'm getting there, y'all.
Everybody, you just a song away. It has everything to do with the song. That's it. Alex, I know you got some. I guess we can go back to because we need to go back. We can't skip over there.
Yeah. So let's go back a little bit, man, and bring people forward. So let people know how you got your start and some of the artists that you work with names that they may be familiar with.
Okay, well, to be brutally honest with you, my musical journey started in Jackson, Mississippi, to be honest with
you.
Okay. Yeah. Right. I was producing my own music, was signed to a local company in Jackson, and I was going by the name of Prep UMC at that time. And I was producing all the rappers on that label at the same time. I was getting a good dose of that Southern soul and a good quartet and gospel music. I was getting a good taste of it. I was getting a real good taste of it, you know. So, you know, as we was doing our thing, we always had to go and get our stuff mastered in Memphis. You know, that's where we wanted to go. And that's where I met the late great Willie Mitchell, and he took me on his wing. He mentored me. That's Al Green producer and everything, Hollow Records and everything. So I had a chance to be around a lot of the greats, you know what I'm saying? William Brown, a great engineer. He taught me how to engineer. Lester Smith, he taught me how to move around in the studio, make everything work. You know, all these Memphis cats, you know. I was schooled by those cats, you know.
Yeah. Now, what? And I know we about the same age. We both about 21. But what year was this? When you was in? And that's because I asked that because when we did the celebration and we were talking about like the Willie Claytons of the world, you know, they got a chance to see when the greats walked the streets of Jack, like Tyrone. You know, you could see.
Yeah, Tyrone. You know, I mean, the beauty of it was the company I was with. We was the only one-stop distributor that was black owned in Jackson. Mm-hmm. So I had a chance to meet all these guys, man, all the time.
Everybody was like, it, though.
Yeah, you know, I was just blessed to be at the right place at the right time all the time. Yeah. Unfortunately.
yeah, no, that's good though.
That's good.
Yeah.
Indeed. Now you started early though in your musical journey, like when you were 8 and you learned the trumpet, so you're a musician. You're not you
right.
You were DJing.
I was DJing. I was doing all that. You know, at a very young age.
How that came about as an 8-year-old and 13-year-old.
Well, it was more like, you know, I was attending Southern Lab, which is, you know, like a preparatory school for Southern University. So I was at Southern Lab. They started you from kindergarten all the way up to 12th grade, baby, over there. So I had a chance to, at the age 8, that's when they start grooming children. If you want to be in a band, that's what you're going to do, this and that. So they said, what instrument you want, and stick to it. And we're going to show you how to play it, show you how to do whatever you need to do with it. So that's why I got introduced to the trumpet at the age of 7. Because I mean, at the age of 8, because that's what I wanted. And ever since I was a little kid, you know, I was always blessed to go to Bayou Classic every year.
Oh,
And Southern University Marching Band was my favorite band at that time. That was my band, you know. So for me to have a chance to get it, you know, finagle all these things. But don't hey, I attended Jackson State.
You know, it's all
Okay.
Jackson State not for a while. But you know, at that time, I'm from Baton Rouge, so you know, Southern was my
you were exposed to it.
yeah. So
now on some of your tracks, do you actually play instruments on some of the tracks that you've created?
Mostly keyboards and everything, but no, I haven't put. I ain't used the horn in a while, man.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
But you know, I picked it up by you know the keys, you know, the funky fingers, you know, whatever they call them.
Oh wow! Yeah, no, that's amazing.
Yeah. Now I know that how I was introduced to you and years ago was right after you did the track for Hurricane Chris.
Right.
Let the people know which songs that you did for Hurricane Chris and any other notable tracks that you did before you transformed to the Southern Soul. Then we'll get into the Southern Soul tracks that you did.
Okay. Well, the first track I done was Do the Ratchet Willie Boosie in Lava House.
Okay, so that came first.
Yeah, that came first. The Ratchet came first.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, I pretty much produced all the Lava House music. You know, I was they sound. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The original Ratchet movement, as they call it. You know.
You know, people still playing that song. Where were we? We were over somewhere the weekend. They dropped it. You know, it's
one of those records.
Horrible music that was made.
Yeah, those records. You know, and
that's Uncle Funk.
Yeah.
And I had a chance to produce the A Bay Bay track for Hurricane Chris.
Another one, another hit. Like man,
yeah, you know, and I ended up signing to Sony and being head of production over Hurricane Chris' first album. You know, and it was cool. You know, had the opportunity to do that, man. That was some cool stuff.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
I mean, so, what did you hear back then? Because like I don't, you know, Boosie had some stuff and sounds or whatever, but for you to make those two songs in that time, you know, when people were coming up, Atlanta was doing stuff over there and coming out with hits. But what was it about that it made you produce those beats? What was that like, that process?
It's more like the Ratchet beat was done already.
Okay.
And it was already released, but they wanted to wake it up and do a twist to it. Mm-hmm. So in my mind, I said, if I ever had a chance to redo this beat, I would have did that. And what happened is the opportunity came. Boosie was at the studio. Manico said, Funk, I need you to flip that Ratchet beat and do it your way.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
This is before the one we know came out. He had a different one and they switched it.
Yeah. Lava House had a whole nother one before that.
Yeah.
And you know, they wanted more of a international sound. Well, more of a different sound from what it was.
Yeah.
And you know, by me being from Baton Rouge, and they said, well, we're gonna put Boosie on it. He's gonna be the spokesperson for it, and he done a hell of a job.
They still going to this day.
Yeah. That's a Ratchet name.
Had Marlena as a teenager getting in trouble and getting locked in her room for doing it.
No, come on now.
This strict, you know, military Christian family, and I'm up here doing a Ratchet. Oh yeah. No. You know, I grew up around, I tell you, my uncles all the time. So if I wanted to hear what was on the streets, I went to them. They go give me the hot stuff. So yeah,
And then the second record I done that came out real big was A Bay Bay. And if it wasn't for Big Papa from Lava House, he the one recommended, said, y'all need to get Funk Dog to do this track. Yeah. So I always give shouts out to Big Papa. Wherever you at, man, shout out, man.
Yeah.
And he the one said, man, y'all need to get Funk Dog to do that track, you're gonna kill it.
Yeah, and you did that. I mean, that's how you connected with Hurricane Chris, and you made that.
Mm-hmm. Right, exactly how it happened. Yeah.
I know coming up back to your journey, who were some of the people that influenced you, you know, during the, I guess at the beginning, especially that younger age? I know the Southern band influenced you for the music and instruments, but as far as the music in general, who were some of the people you looked up to?
Well, I looked up at a lot of producers, you know. So I was a Teddy Riley fan. I was a Dr. Dre fan. I was a Mr. Mix fan. I was a DJ Smurf fan. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
just you know, with all those different cultures and things that I like to hear, I try to put it in my music and interpret the best way I know how to
Yeah. Yeah.
do it. You know.
Most
So,
definitely.
so what made you get into doing Southern soul tracks now? Then, like, what was that transition like for you?
It wasn't a big transition because I was kind of like slick doing Southern Soul tracks for my cousin Stephanie McBee. So I was getting some good practice in, you know what I'm saying? Before I went in, you know, I did a couple of records for her that did pretty good, you know. I did the Pony Slide. It did really good for her and a couple other things too.
So,
Yeah.
what made you flip it from Funk Dog to Uncle Funk?
Well, I just felt like I was already
Name
like
fits, by the way.
I was already 30-something years old in this rap
Sure,
thing
there you
already.
go.
So,
You was already Unc.
yeah, I was already Unc already, you know. And then I used to be a dog, but I ain't a dog no more. So I had to take the dog off. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And you know, everybody just called me Unc, so I just said, well, Uncle Funk. You know?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like that. It fit too, dog. Just so you know, homie. You know, because like I say, we go way back. It fit.
Yeah, we
Hey,
do.
especially the first time I see you hit the stage, I said, "That's Uncle Funk." You act the fool that night.
Oh,
My leader, he know I had it in me. He know I had it in me.
so where
I
was
did.
this? Where was
I
this?
did. No, boy. Hey, Marlena, when I say he turned it out, he
Okay.
became Uncle Funk to me for real. Like, yeah,
He showed
okay,
you
I
how.
get it. I get
Oh
it.
yeah, I got to get it in.
Oh wow, most definitely.
He know how to put on a show.
Oh,
Yeah. Now you Southern Soul, you dive into that world but like I tell people all the time. We had this conversation with Lenny Williams last year.
Mhm.
You're an artist. It don't matter what the genre is. Like you said, you're a producer. So you hear the sound, you know, and you can sit there and create your own stuff, like with no problem, because you hear it, you have an ear for it. But you dive into that world of Southern Soul, and I know, tell us about a couple of the tracks, and then I know we're gonna get into the one you got with our country cousin Yayo. But give us,
Right.
that producing all that music in Southern Soul. Tell us about that.
Well, one of my first projects I put out was the Uncle Funk Jig Joint, and Volume 1, and it was a compilation of artists I produced and wrote every song. I wrote every song on the album, and so I was just showing and sharing people that my writing skills, my production capabilities, and the different ways I can flow it and do it. You know what I'm saying, in Southern Soul.
Yeah.
And one of the records came out pretty good was Nookie Pie. How I put the White Horse beat and just flipped into Southern Soul.
Yeah.
It was magic. You know, that's all it was. It was magic, man.
Shout out to Carolyn and Miss Jennifer Watts Foxy later. So
Yeah, it was real magic.
because Carolyn was here, a month or so ago, Lex, and she was how she was a writer. Like she could just be driving and write something, and you know, and that's a skill to be able to know where you want to go with it and just go there without any hesitation.
No doubt.
Yeah. And tell us, introduce the one with Yayo. Give us the name and then how you guys got together, and once you do that, we'll play that particular record.
Okay, well, I officially met Vic Yo at the Jackson Music Awards officially.
Okay.
And when I told him I was the guy that did the Nookie Pie track and everything, he said, well, yeah. He said, man, we need to do something. I said, okay, you know, we're going to do something. He thought I was, BS, and I'm for real, you know. But he gave me his real number. Yeah. And when I figured I was ready to holler at him on something, I said, yeah, yo, I got something, baby. Check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the first time, he said, Funk, you're going to think I'm bull crapping you, man. I just did a track just like that.
Really?
I said, yeah. So what I did was, I'm going to flip something.
Yeah.
And nobody never think to flip. And I flipped it, ice, baby.
Oh, wow.
Hey!
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you heard the track, you heard the concept, you said, Funk, I'm on it. I'm going to get it done ASAP.
Yeah.
You know, and that's one of the first songs that I debuted out on my next album coming out called The Uncle Funk Juke You Now with Uncle Funk and Friends.
Okay.
This one.
Look, I heard I can hear a little bit now that you said it, so I can hear the inspiration on how you flipped it. So definitely, and then shout out to Omar. We got another GOAT producer in the
What
family.
do you do, OG?
I'm
I'm trying to call you, Omar. I need you on this album, man.
Shout out to the Harris Songbird. So thank y'all for joining us. Make sure y'all share this. So we're about to get into it. Let's go ahead. So give us the name again of that you and Yayo's record.
The name of the song is Go Ahead and Do Your Thing by Uncle Funk and Big Yayo, baby.
All right, y'all. Check it out. We'll be back.
Uncle Funk and Big Yayo telling you, you gotta do it. That Uncle Funk and Big Yayo telling you, Hey yo, Big Yayo, you up, man? Hey baby, pretty baby, I done seen you out doing your thing.
Yeah.
All
right, Jim. Hey.
Man, go insane. From my hips to the tips. Just love to see you make it do the deal. You're so fine, fine as wine. So bring your body back here one more time. Show me the reason to dream. Oh, baby, go ahead and do your thing. Go ahead and do your thing. Don't shame me like you need. Go. 'Cause I'ma do my thing. 'Cause I'ma do my thing. I promise I'll make it plain. Go ahead and do your thing. Go ahead and do your thing. Ain't no way I can change. Go. 'Cause I'ma do my thing. Yo, let me tap in. 36, 24, 36 was a measurement. When perfume is the room, the fragrance is so deficient. Hey, she keep my engine running. She keep my engine running. And baby, keep it coming. And baby, keep it coming. That him is still humming. It's still humming. Baby, don't be stunning. Show me the reason to change. Oh, baby, go ahead and do your thing. Go ahead and do your thing. Ain't no shame in the game. No. 'Cause I'ma do my thing. 'Cause I'ma do my thing. I promise I'll make it plain. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and do your thing. Go ahead and do your thing. Ain't no way I can change. No. 'Cause I'ma do my thing. 'Cause I'ma do my thing. Show me the reason you came. Oh, baby, go ahead and do your thing. Go ahead and do your thing. Don't say me nothing. No. 'Cause I'ma do my thing. 'Cause I'ma do my thing.
We gotta talk about that next.
Promise I can be plain. Go ahead and do your thing. Go ahead and do your thing.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, do your
Do your
thing.
thing. Go ahead and do
Where's
your
she
thing.
at with them measurements? Where's she at?
Well,
Oh,
you
I
want
know.
to get
bruh.
ready for measurements.
Once you start doing your thing, you're gonna find her.
You know,
All right.
oh, Benjamin. And the perfume, you know, when you walk, you gonna know it because Uncle Funk said when she walk in the room, you gonna smell the perfume. You gonna know, old ladies. You gonna be like,
I'm know it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Right
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
smell it and see that Coke bottle.
you go, there you go. You on to something now.
Yeah.
He done
Yeah,
gave
man.
me a laugh. You that woman Uncle Funk and Big Yayo talk about say what?
Yeah.
And she gonna be like, what? And you be like, never mind, we'll get into that later. Or if she really the right one, she gonna already know, like, yeah, baby, that's me. And you be like, this is
Yeah.
not her. Because she knew what I was talking about. She into
Yep.
stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
I
buy that.
love that. Shout out to Miranda. I see you in the chat. Shout out to Regina. I see you. I see y'all. And tell me, y'all, drop some fire up in there in the comments. Drop some fire. Look,
Drop some bombs, baby.
She loved that one.
Yeah. Hey, so Uncle Funk too, man. We got to mention because we don't have too much longer. We got to mention about the potato chips. Well, excuse me, because I don't want to hear you going out. Pork rinds or what exactly type of chips do you have now that's out?
Uncle Funk's Fatback.
Okay. So
I like the hot. The hot is hidden, dog.
Yeah, the hot hidden, man. See,
man,
I
need some more.
You talking stuff right now, see.
Now tell us the name of them snacks again. The Uncle Funk.
It's Uncle Funk Fatbacks.
Fatbacks. Okay.
I got them in original tender and hot tenders.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you now. You go out to the trail rides, you're gonna sell out of them. You need to take some out to the trail ride.
We going every trail ride we can.
We
got some that wipe that drink. Yeah, wipe that drink.
Is that an adult beverage?
It's an adult beverage, yes. Wipe that drink.
Where can we find those at? Where can people that like enjoy adult beverages find?
Oh, see, that's the thing that you got to go to the Uncle Funk Juke Joint website there.
Website. Okay, now give us the website because I know we got a few more minutes. We're gonna stay on with you, but go ahead and give us that website so we're having it. We're gonna drop it as well. Okay, well I'm tell you what you can do. You can hit everything that you need to know about anything Uncle Funk got going on at Uncle Funk at Gmail. What is it? Uncle Funk at Gmail. Oh, I know what it is.
Keep it right.
What's the email?
Oh, Uncle Funk Juke Joint at gmail.com.
Yeah, Uncle Funk Juke Joint at gmail.com.
Okay, so we're gonna make sure I
can show you where you get the Fatbacks, the wipe that drink, Uncle Funk World Famous Shine. We got all kind of things going on over here, baby.
So they're
the blue snacks.
And
that's the blue snacks. You go to bluesnacks.com. There's a whole bunch of us. You can get some Jeter Jones. You can get some Cupid. You get some J1. You get a couple of bags of them things like that. Just go get it.
Yeah, that's what we need to be buying. Y'all buy from that with the blues, the snacks. Y'all, that's the snacks.
Bluesnacks.com. Yeah. It's for us folk.
There you go.
That's what I'm talking about.
I like them anyway. Now, I wanted to do a little game. Look, you from Louisiana, I'm trying to get some, let people know a little bit about Uncle Funk. So I'm gonna do a this or that. You tell me which one you prefer. All right. DJing or performing? I'm gonna start there. Which one do you prefer? Performing, okay. Gumbo or jambalaya?
Gumbo.
Ooh, okay.
I like to see that gumbo.
Let's see which one. Beignets or bread pudding? Oh, see.
Stop that now.
Uh-oh.
I gotta go with that bread pudding, bro.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. People closer to New Orleans would say they would say beignet. They'll probably get you on that one, I think. I don't know, but
they probably would. They can give me.
That's a little bit inside of you. Now tell us, what is next for you, and if you got any shows, what you got? Where can we see Uncle Funk, and what do you got coming up next? I know this song just with you and Yayo, but what else you got coming for?
Well, that song with me and Yayo, it introduces an album called Uncle Funk and Friends, the Juke Joint album. We have a couple of artists on that thing. We got Jeter Jones. He's on the album.
Yeah, Jeter.
Yeah. We also got it's not all the way down, all the way together, but we're gonna have Miss Nelly Travis. She's gonna be on there.
Okay.
Yeah, we just trying to get everything together on that one. We just hoping that happens.
Yeah, and said you got the Big Yayo's Big Ride on April the 5th. You're being started.
Big Yayo, yeah. We also have Luster Baker. He's gonna be on there. And then a whole bunch of new hosts of my friends. It's gonna be. It's so much now. I got to put it out in 3 days, so it's gonna be a 3-series thing.
Wow.
You know, just being that big. And I said Omar said he read it, so man, it's just unbelievable right now. You know, that's all I'm saying. It's unbelievable.
It is. Yeah.
And we taking the show on tour also.
Right.
So that's the next thing. You know, we just introduced the whole Uncle Funk Jit Joint Hour with the Uncle Funk Jit Joint Hour album and the different series that comes with that. And we're gonna go to different towns and do our thing. Do some good old fashioned Southern soul, some blues, some way back R&B. You know, we're gonna do that thing, some trail ride thing, some Zydeco. You know, we're gonna do that now.
I already know
Zydeco, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Know it. Yes, indeed. I was down in New Orleans probably a month or two ago, man. That's Zydeco. They stayed on the floor with that. So definitely Zydeco.
Oh yeah, Lex, I got something too, Lex, I want to holler at you about. I know you can help us. I think you want to be in on this.
All right, well, you already know, man. Come on with it.
I think you want to be in on this.
Yeah, come on with it.
Y'all look. As soon as y'all get it planned, y'all come back. You know, Lex, you drop it on the Lounge Radio. So
yeah, well, you know you with me. Hey, Marlene, you just reminded me too. You forgot to mention about the tickets that we're giving away.
You know what, I said that, and since we're so late, because you know we at our new time slot, we got somebody coming on in here at 7, so I wanted to get out their way. But next week we will resume, and I'll have 2 tickets to the Laughter and Blues Fest in Utica, Mississippi. So I still have 2 tickets to give away to Call of Week. Be sure to tune in next week. We will have tickets to give away for that blues show in May. So definitely stay tuned and join us back next week. So we were a little thrown off today. That's good. We will resume back our giveaway. So y'all apologies. And then our new audience, hey, give you something to call in about next week as well. So where can we follow you on your social media? And I know we can Uncle Funk on streaming, but give everybody that information.
Okay, well, everything is all the same. It's everything is at UNKLE. PHUNK. That's Instagram, Twitter, we're X now, TikTok. Everything is Uncle Funk. UNKLE PHUNK. You can holler at me, check out my music, check out my videos, and see what we got going on next. Because we always doing new things and trying to find new things to get into, man. You know, it's all about let's hustle, let's make this thing happen over here.
That's it. And look, artists, y'all be sure to go his way. Look, he got that heat. If anybody, you know, the journey and the track record and the hits that you made that are still around years later, you're the person I need to see. And if I'm an artist, I need to
definitely.
So you can drop something my way. But we appreciate you, Lex. I'm so thankful you got him on today, and we appreciate you for joining us. You welcome here at the Lounge anytime. Make sure next time you're in Jackson, stop by. Come on by.
I sure will. I'm trying to get the show on NPR right now.
Hey, that's what we need to have a conversation about.
We're gonna make it work.
Next, we'll talk about that off the line. We definitely can make that happen. Yeah.
Let's get it.
Funk Dog, I usually give people a couple of phrases now because you don't spell your name the right way, but it's Uncle with a K and Funk with a PH.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, put a little flavor.
UNKLE PHUNK.
That's it. That's how. Well, we appreciate you again. Let us know when you're in town, and then definitely about the show. We can definitely make that happen. And then shout out to all you guys. Be sure to join Lex and I. We'll be back next week, maybe 6 o'clock, I guess. But then follow us. Please follow us on the Lounge Radio Show on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, where you can get all the information about what we have going on. So Lex, thank you. You enjoy down on the coast. I know you take care of business down there. Funk, thank you. And y'all next week. We'll see you then.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna holler at your phone. Appreciate it.
All right, baby.
All right, thank y'all.
Good. Okay, yeah.
What is my good?
Was it good?